What is happening, friends? Welcome back to the channel. If you've been following me for a little while, you know I've been in Peru. I've been putting out a lot of videos on this. But if you're into the backpacking and some of the travel life, be sure to subscribe. That way you don't miss any of the videos that drop. Not all my backpacking trips are this exotic, but when they are, I love putting it out so you can see it as well. My name is Rob Pelton. Thanks for stopping by. If you've been following my video series on Peru, we pretty much got done with the Inca Trail. And then now we're descending into Machu Picchu, which is the grand finale of all this. Now there is a bus that you can literally just drive there, or you could do 26 miles up mountains, down mountains, and take the scenic route, which is what we did. And you can find those videos in the video description down below. So check those out. Way down there, you can see it. Machu Picchu's down there. We passed the Sungate earlier, which pretty much ends the Inca Trail and begins the descent. But we're gonna hop in this thing. Coming down from the Sungate, the descent is very gradual, and it's still lined with all the rocks and boulders that were placed here, eons ago. But the mood in the air is very festive. Everyone's really happy to have come this far, because everyone that's with us right now, we all did the Inca Trail. We're all in it together. We struggled, we triumphed, and we get to earn our reward and walk into Machu Picchu. We are entering Machu Picchu. So 1911 is when they first discovered Machu Picchu, and shortly after that, 1912, they started excavating all of this. This was all covered in jungle, vines and moss, bamboo. I mean, it's thick, so thick you can't even see light through it. And they dug all of this out. It took years to do. And they found just a ton of stuff, from pottery, different treasures and tokens, all in an effort to be a tourist attraction later. Welcome to Machu Picchu. Very touristy. There's a one-way path that you have to follow. There's rangers that make sure you're not deviating. A lot of sections that are roped off that you can't go in either. That's amazing. And there's the goal. Machu Picchu right there. I'm not sure how much we can go down inside, but I'd like to as much as possible, so we'll take a look. Amazing opportunity, and even more amazing to see this via the Inca Trail. I think for me, it makes it that much more special. It's not to say if you want to see Machu Picchu and you can't do the Inca Trail, yeah, come by bus for sure. It's definitely a treasure here in Peru. I mean, obviously, look at everybody. Been chilling here for a little bit, and a lot of the hiking teams are finally starting to come in. Check this out.
All right.
The particular terrace that we're on, this is like the classic Machu Picchu picture. Like every picture you see in a brochure or an Instagram post is usually from here, which makes sense.
many butterflies around here.
Again, once you come off of the Inca Trail, you arrive to the upper terraces to that main lookout. And from here, we have to go down to through the park and actually exit the park, come back in, and then from there, we're able to get to the lower levels where the actual city is. So that's what we're doing now.
Run it in 4 hours.
So we're exiting the park where most people who came in on buses are coming up. And they all smell really nice. But they're not expecting people to come down when there are hundreds of hikers that need to come down this way. A lot of tour groups, as you can see, from everywhere. You hear all kinds of languages. Whew. Whew. That was probably 200 people. But you know what I heard that's down on the bottom at the entrance? Coca-Cola. So I could really use one right now. Wow. Check this out. So backtracking towards the entrance, and here we are. So we go out of the park and then back in. Very strange. So coming back into the park, a couple things you want to keep in mind is there's different circuits, which means different tickets. Circuit 1 and 2 ticket gets you up top, where you can peer down to the Machu Picchu ruins. Circuit 3 and 4, which is a separate ticket, will bring you down here on the actual Machu Picchu city, which is where we are. So know where you want to go, or buy both tickets. So you have to go back out the park and back in. It's warm. I got my hood up because I'm sunburned. Another thing to keep in mind is there's a course, a one-way course that you weave and wind your way through. You're not supposed to go backwards. You're supposed to only go forward. It keeps the traffic rolling through smoothly because, as you saw before, there's a lot of people here. As we're touring the Inca site here with Frank, our guide. Frank's been our guide through the whole Inca Trail, and now he's our guide in the actual Machu Picchu site. And he's a wealth of knowledge. So with Killa Expeditions, not only do you get full service on the trail, but you also get a personal guide who's super knowledgeable about all things Machu Picchu, all things on the Inca Trail, and the histories, geology, ecology. I mean, he knows everything. It's amazing. Great resource, Frank is.
Go through the Sungate. The first water fountain. And the canals on the top of these terraces. The water was coming 700 meters. This space, this area.
The biggest single stones in Machu Picchu. They're huge, 20 tons. It took more than one person to lift them. Just saying. Oh yeah, that's 80 pounds. Coming down below. Back there, that's where we were when we came off of the mountain. Now we're down in here. But it's really cool that they've mimicked the shape of the mountain behind me with that rock carving right there. So if I stand kind of in the middle, you'll be able to see how that rock is carved to mimic the shape of the mountain. It's pretty cool, very genius. One more thing that's pretty interesting. Right back there, that's the entrance to climb 2 peaks. One is that one, right up there. Oops, excuse me, sorry. And the second one is that one right there. If I didn't do the Inca Trail, good chance I'd do those. I totally just clotheslined a guy. Couple little travel tips for Peru, Machu Picchu, even the Inca Trail. Bring your sunblock because there's a lot of exposure. I got sunburned. That's why I'm wearing this hoodie. It's not because I'm cold. I'm actually boiling, but it's better than getting scorched once again. And also bring some bug wipes or some sort of bug repellent. I typically don't like to use bug repellent, but there's very little black flies that you don't even see. You just look down and you're bleeding. So I got a bunch of bites right around my calf, just above my sock line. Yeah, so I'm just bleeding and I had no idea. From here we can clearly see the Sungate where we were this morning. It's pretty spectacular to think we came from there down to here.
Bigger than I thought.
The Machu Picchu tour is over. Still a few last looks there. So much history, so much culture. So when you get here, I mean, you'll have a tour guide. It's worth it because they know all the ins and outs and can answer just a ton of questions. But just the general engineering of what they've done with their cities that I've learned a lot on the Inca Trail and here in Machu Picchu, just next level engineering, you know, beyond what you would think was possible at that time. Whew. But at the end of the day, what I will say about Machu Picchu, it's kind of like Disneyland.
Yes.
This is also going to end it for me. I appreciate you stopping by and watching the Machu Picchu videos. But if you like backpacking videos and outdoor videos in general, you know, click the subscribe button. I do all kinds of, you know, outdoor kind of stuff and some travel obviously here too. And I hope now that, you know, the COVID restrictions are over, I'll be able to travel more and get more of these kinds of videos. But appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to get out on trail, whether it's on foot, via bus, train, plane, automobile. Just get outside. I'll catch you on the next one.